Hello everyone, my name is Veritas and welcome back to Destiny. Now today is Tuesday, it also happens to be the 11th of April, and Bungie has given us a prophecy that the Iron Banner will be active for the next 7 days. So, if you're curious as to what Lady Aphrodite brings with her in her large bag of things, I guess is what it would be called. She brings with her items. We're going to be looking at the items on the Warlock. I will show on screen the stat rolls of every single thing, Warlock, Hunter, and Titan as we go through them. Iron Saga Gloves here, Iron Saga Gloves, Intellect, Discipline, Discipline, Strength. This is a recurring theme. The class item will be Intellect, Discipline, Discipline, Strength, the recurring theme. So I'm going to show on screen on the lower left probably what everything is for every class now. Just go ahead and pause if you want to actually see what's going on there. And while that's going on, I'm going to talk about the weapons. So the Proud Spire is a elemental shotgun, because that's a thing that exists constantly. The Proud Spire is a really good shotgun. I like the Proud Spire, but let's look at what the perks are on this thing to see if it's even worth your time. So we have Rifled Barrel. This is not a shotgun. It also has a weird sunray effect on it. That's fine. We'll leave that alone. It's fine. It's good. Good programming. So we have Accurized Ballistic, Linear Compensator, and Field Choke. I believe Linear Compensator is a really good barrel type thing. I don't know. I don't know these things. But I do know that Rifled Barrel is useless on the shotgun. This shotgun is not meant for range. It's pretty much meant for full auto. It's a PvE shotgun, if anything else. The one I use in PvE all the time is a Proud Spire, a solar one to be exact. It has oiled frame, which is pretty good, so I would go with oiled frame if you're going to pick this one up for PvE. Lightweight or appended magazine, I would pick up appended magazine. These will cancel each other out, essentially, giving you 7 shots and a fast reload. And then you have performance bonus or life support. Performance bonus giving you additional ammunition, reserve ammunition when you get kills, and life support recovering your health when you're critically wounded and you get a kill. If I was going to pick this up and use this against void shielded PvE enemies, I wouldn't recommend this for PvP at all, but I would run Linear Compensator, oiled frame, appended magazine, and performance bonus just in case you want some extra ammo. So that's my recommendation for the shotgun if you choose to pick that up. Go ahead and talk about the Unbent Tree now. Everything from the Iron Banner is innuendo, if you haven't figured this out. The Unbent Tree, the Proud Spire, etc. Alright, moving into this, we have the Iron Red Dot, the Iron Warrior Sights, and the Iron Range Scope. This is all preference. It's all preference. Perfect balance or braced frame. I would probably go with braced frame. The magazine size is quite large, even for a pea shooter, so just go ahead and pick up brace frame if you want it, or perfect balance if you don't want to deal with the reduced magazine size. Lightweight and feather mag. Feather mag increases reload speed, reduces magazine size, so you could technically make this thing have no ammunition and be hyper stable. This also has counterbalance and hip fire. If you're going to run this thing with maximum ammunition, go ahead and just pick up this top tree here. Pretty much will give you a lot of stability without losing your magazine size if you want to use this gun. I don't recommend it. It's not a great auto rifle. It kind of acts like an SMG of sorts, but that's what it is if you want it. Those being the weapons she's offering for sale, those will also be the weapons that are dropping post-game, so if you want a better roll of a Proud Spire or an Unbent Tree, and you want, to try your luck at getting a good roll of either of these weapons, go ahead and play Iron Banner all week. Available bounties, these are weekly bounties, so you can only do them once per character. They each net you 5,000 experience, 750 Iron Banner, standing reputation, 25 legendary marks, and a legendary weapon or legendary gear, depending on which one you do. So 2 gear and 2 weapons available here for a total of 4 things from this. These can drop any items, any armor in all of Iron Banner's loot pool, so it's it's not going to guaranteed be a shotgun. It could be a sniper, could be a hand cannon, it could be a rocket launcher, etc. I will mention 2 things. The Nightfall buff you get from doing the Nightfall Radiant Light does in fact increase the rep gains from Iron Banner unless they have changed it. I will do research and tell you on screen now whether or not it is affected by Radiant Light. I'm going to tell you now in the past that yes, it affects it 100%. Do the Nightfall before you do Iron Banner. On screen now is the actual information of whether or not it does affect it. So I'm just going to put my eggs in the basket of yes. The screen is telling you whether or not I'm correct. So we'll see how that pans out. The other thing is Iron Banner is necessary for the record book. If you want to complete your Age of Triumph record book, and you're missing the slot and you want the emblem for, I believe it is the, what's it called? Being a member of everything, loved by all, basically. What is that exactly called? Allegiances, that's what they're called, allegiances. You need Aphrodite's Regard, and that's rank 5 Iron Banner. So, pulling off the information from earlier, get your Nightfall buff, go into Iron Banner, get your bounties done, have your rep boost, all those kind of things. Make sure you're doing that. You can also use a Crucible class item to increase your Crucible gain while you're playing Crucible, since you don't get Vanguard rep for doing Crucible. Rank up your Crucible, do your nonsense there. I believe Iron Banner is Control? It might be Supremacy, I'm not exactly sure. We can go look at that in the director in a moment here, and I can recommend what kind of bounty to pick up. But that will give you the Beloved by All emblem once you've gotten all, 7 of these things. But for most people, I would think it's Aphrodite's Regards what's holding them back from getting this Trust and Honor emblem here. So a lot of things tied to Iron Banner this time around. Nightfall buff, increasing your rep gains, maybe. All of these armors and things, I've already shown you the stat rolls for all 3 classes, and the trees and the unbent nonsense and whatever. Let's go to Orbit. Oh, she's over here, by the way, Iron Temple. I kind of showed out of the way over here, but let's go to Orbit and see what Iron Banner actually is this week. I made mention that the weekly feature playlist was Mayhem Clash. It has now been replaced by Iron Banner Control. Actually, it hasn't. It's right here. But on the director, it has. So Iron Banner Control. Control is probably a really good game mode for this. I prefer Clash, since people don't really focus on control points, and anybody queued together is going to raffle stomp the opponent team. But yeah, here, Control. Shax does have a bounty for Control this week. I made mention of that in the weekly reset video. There will be a link to that somewhere on screen at some point during this video. If you want to go check that out, make sure you've got everything in tip-top shape while going into Iron Banner this week. But that's going to be it for me. Iron Banner, Control, get your bounties, get your nonsense, buy the things you want. Do the Nightfall beforehand to get your reputation bonus, maybe. That might affect it, I don't know. Still on screen, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, very much appreciate it. Enjoy your Iron Banner, have fun in your PvP. Nonsense, I will be in Kingsfall if you need to be. So, yeah, it's going to be it for me. And see you on Friday for the Zer video and other things like that. Links in the description for Twitter, Twitch, and other series I'm doing solo and co-op if you want to see other things that I do that aren't Destiny. Other than that, that's me for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, much appreciated. And as always, until next time.